All you see on CNN is anti-Trump slogans and white supremacy. But where are those good old conservative values and the faith in God? Lucky there's the Orange Man Pod. Lucky there's two men who positively can do all the things that make us laugh and cry. We are the Orange Man Pod. Welcome, everybody, to a brand new spanking episode of the Orange Men Podcast. We're going to do it with a little southern twang tonight.
Why?
Why? Because I had too many beers. That's why. That's why, son.
Okay.
We're going to do it this southern way.
All
We're going to drink beers, shoot some guns, and fight our nails.
right.
All right.
What's up, man? We're back.
All right. All right. I was watching The Wolf of Wall Street today.
Yeah?
Yeah. I was trying to take a nap.
Got to pump those numbers up. They're rookie numbers, right?
What? Wait, what? What are you saying?
When the Wolf of Wall Street, when he said, he's like, That's when he still didn't have his weight on from doing his AIDS movie.
Oh, yeah, because he looked bad in that.
Yeah, he's still, starting to get his weight back on, his muscles back up.
It's muscularity.
Yeah, he can start walking around with his shirt off again like he normally does.
He's so sexy.
Who cares? I don't even know you.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Right.
So what's up, Dave?
Oh, we going down under now?
No, I don't mean to.
Right.
Right, y'all.
That's not a beer. This is a beer.
Where's Thor at?
Thor?
Yeah, Thor with all this lockdown and stuff in Australia. Has he spoken out at all?
Thor.
Yeah. Chris Hemsworth.
I really haven't seen hide nor hair of him.
I guess he's straight up American now.
I guess so. Who cares anyway?
Who are you?
I mean, I would think his countrymen would care.
Well, you know,
Whatever.
I don't know, man. You gotta do what the libs do if you want to stay in the
The Hollywood
Hollywood elite.
Marvel universe.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Okay, player.
I was unaware.
Okay, player.
All right.
That's a good question, now. What do you want to do? You want to talk about this Build Back Better?
Yeah, better before Biden bill. Let's get into it. I'd love to talk about it.
Better before Biden.
Yeah, the BBB.
Yeah, man, it's just a spending bill, man.
I know.
And spend money. Spend money. You know, what are they calling it? 1.7 trillion? 1.9 trillion? What is it?
Yeah. I saw some of the economists are coming out now. It's going to end up costing
Well, the CBO says it's going to cost 4.9 trillion.
Yeah.
Twice the amount that they say there is.
But it's going to cost us
zero.
According to Joe.
He looked through. You know what he was looking through, right? A butthole. He was looking through Buttigieg's butthole.
You wanted to know what his doctor would be looking at?
Yes.
Right.
Hey,
So
like a whole family in there, Pete.
So not only is he throwing up the
Small family, but they're in there.
the white power signal, and then he's calling the N word last week.
Who?
Joe, when he was talking about Satchel Paige.
Yeah, he called him a.
Yeah,
What do you call him?
I don't know. Whatever.
A super Negro.
I don't even feel like talking about it. So
No. Wait. That needs to be said.
But
Because when I talk about the great Martin Luther King and how I truly believe in the things he said, when I reference Martin Luther King, I don't say the great Negro Martin Luther King. We don't do that.
I know.
He was great. Doesn't matter what color he was.
Did you see that
We can't get past. Why can't we get past this?
Did you see that the Justice Department released the two guys that killed Malcolm X this week?
No idea.
Yeah.
I don't know who killed Malcolm X.
It was two African American gentlemen. Or they let them go because of insufficient evidence of
When did they kill Malcolm X?
of the FBI.
Wasn't Malcolm X killed in like the 60s?
Yeah, something like that.
Or the 70s? I don't even know.
60s, late 60s.
I don't even know.
Anyway, all right, let's get into the bill.
All right, well.
Because it's a big Democratic wish list.
Yeah, well, no shit. But I don't have my glasses. What am I looking at?
Well, you...
I'm definitely going to buy one of them Space Force sweatshirts.
Space Force, you like that.
I love
Well,
the
right
Space
here.
Force.
Let's start right there. So just some of the
Some of the things we should be aware of in the bill.
Yeah,
Are you ready?
knock it out.
The bill defines gender identity as a protected class.
I don't know what that means.
Neither do I. Gender identity is it. So if you identify, as Clint said earlier, as a mushroom, you will be protected.
Ah,
We'll put you in a room, cover you with shit, and shut the lights off.
nice.
Okay?
Sounds like a plan.
All right.
Let me grow.
So it also doles out digital equity grants partially based on racial or ethnic minority status.
So I think that was something to do with the broadband and stuff like that. I don't know.
Okay, I don't know either. All right, state mandated carbon reduction program. So they're going to charge you. What I heard is that every time you fart, they're going to charge you $10.
I know it all this Green New Deal nonsense and stuff like that is all
$5,
all over in this bill.
$10, $15, $20, $25,
All right,
$30,
Gentlemen, that was a fart.
you got
and
your,
it just costed you $40.
you got your money's worth out of that one.
$40. Okay, contains funding for zero emission vehicles.
Okay.
All right, what is that? Don't even say all electric, because I don't want to hear it. The only way you can have a completely zero emission vehicle, is if it goes downhill. That's it. That's the only way to have a zero emission vehicle.
Why? What do you mean? I don't understand.
Well, if you have an electric vehicle,
Yeah.
you have to use fossil fuels to somehow to charge that vehicle, so it's not totally zero emission.
Well, the vehicle that
So
you're
electric-
driving at the time, but while you're charging your car, it's using some kind of emissions to charge up your car. Is that what you're saying?
No.
No. All right.
Wait, what? Say that again. What?
So while you might have a car at the time while you're driving, it has zero emissions. But while you're charging it, no,
No.
I don't know what you mean.
Well, yeah. Sure. Okay. Right.
You had to use emissions to build the car. You had to use emissions to
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
charge the car.
What do you think? What do you think the plastics and the tires are made out of? Oil.
Well,
If
no.
you get rid of that shit,
Fiberglass,
fiberglass. We have fiberglass tires.
I guess.
It can't work that way.
Steel tires.
Well, there hasn't been an update in tire technology. I mean, rubber has been the mainstay for how long? Since tires were invented. No one's changed tires from rubber to anything else.
Well, they probably.
Rubber comes from fossil fuels.
Anyway.
No, it's important to tell these non.
Okay. All right.
Oh, wait a minute. It all goes back to people are stupid. You know that.
Somewhat. Yeah, I got you.
Pretty stupid.
Yeah, I got you.
On the scale of stupid, all those faces,
Yeah.
you know, those faces of pain.
Yeah.
I got the faces of stupid.
All right.
I'm gonna make that.
All right. I can't wait to see the sign.
I'm gonna sell it on eBay too.
Patent it.
Patented. Faces of stupid. How
Are you-
stupid are you? What
are
level of stupid are you?
Are you a 1 to a 10?
Yeah. Do you believe in? Right. Got it. Okay. Okay. Addresses over the road bus tolling equity. Wait. What? Over the road bus tolling equity.
I don't know. I don't know what that means.
That's interesting.
Is it?
Over the road. Well, what buses don't go over the road?
Well, no. Does it mean like if I'm on like the Greyhound or something over the
Bus
like tolling
equity.
or the?
So all buses are going to get the same toll.
I guess. Or is it
Is it? Oh, I know. I got it.
what?
Tolls for buses are racist. So the white buses get less of a toll and the black buses pay more tolls. So now they're going to increase the tolls on the white buses.
They're gonna
So
make
it'll
them
be
equal.
Equal.
Equality.
So the black buses and the white buses will pay the same toll.
Okay, I got you.
Gotcha. Okay. The bill contains the word equity 64 times.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to be equal.
A lot of times.
Yeah. 64 times. Let me put my glasses back.
Equity.
Okay. The bill provides roughly $2.5 billion to help the U.S. government expand the border.
No, keep reading. Border what?
Wait. Oh, expand. I thought it ended there.
No.
That would have been an interesting one.
No.
Okay, start over. Provides roughly $2.5 billion to help the U.S. government expand the border processing stations used by migrants from poor Central American nations and other regions around the world.
Yeah, nothing about the border. They're just going to improve.
Expand, not improve.
Well, I'm sure it's going to help improve
Well, the goal is to get all these fucking people in,
the processing.
give them free money,
Yeah.
and get them to vote Democrat.
Well, that's later in this conversation. We'll talk about giving them money.
Oh, alrighty. Contains a $10 million grant to create a vehicle miles traveled tax
Pilot program.
So you need $10 million to collect taxes?
No, I think it's $10 million to help create the new pilot program
Right.
of taxing you, which is, from what I said, from what I read, because I posted this a while ago on our Instagram, it's going to be close to 8 cents a mile, not just for your work vehicle, for your personal vehicle, work vehicle, motorboat, motorhome,
I was motorboating this morning.
motorhome, RV, and whatever else, I guess, they want to cost you 8 cents a mile. So if you're driving a truck, let's say you're driving a truck for, what's the average rate? 63 cents a mile if you're like a independent carrier or something like that.
All right, player.
So 63 cents a mile, 64 cents a mile. Then you got to pay 8 cents a mile on top of that back. Plus the rising gas taxes, costs.
Well, forget about people who are making money per mile. What about us who are not paying tax, who are not making money per mile?
Well, that's you're driving to work.
Yeah, so I got to pay to drive to work now?
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
Buttigieg.
it's just a pilot program. So, listen, chances are that they're going to be like, well, we're not really going to make a lot of money, but we're going to make a shit ton of money.
Government programs do not reverse ratchet.
Yeah, well, we've seen that.
Once they click in,
we
There's no going back.
We've seen it with the mandates these last 2 years, right? Just want more. Now, just give a little bit more. A little bit more.
All right.
So instead of 8 cents, well, 2 years from now, because people aren't really driving as much, we're
$1
gonna
million
have to give 10.
per state grant to encourage children to walk to school. $1 million per state. So $50 million to encourage children to walk to school.
I don't understand that either. Like, how are you encouraging?
I walked 5 miles to school with no shoes in the snow both ways uphill.
In one part, you're saying we're giving equity for the tolling for buses, and then you're going, hey,
Walk to school?
rural kids and inner city kids, we're gonna, and it's not like, are you paying the kids, or are you just telling the states to go, hey, we're gonna give you $1 million to maybe slow down your busing programs? Is that what we're doing?
I don't know.
You want me to read this?
No, I got it.
All right.
I got my glasses on.
All right.
Another provision would encourage women to enter the field of trucking
Well,
to
ladies,
address the alleged gender inequity of the trucking industry. Well, why just women?
why not?
There's 1,000 fucking genders. Why are we just encouraging women?
You're right.
Why can't the other 1,000 genders get involved?
That's a good point.
Why can't the duck-billed platypuses? Why can't the mushrooms? Why can't the...
Are you sure it says women?
It says women.
Wow. I guess they want more large Marges from
Large Marge.
Tell them Large Marge sent you from
Wow.
Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Yeah. That was Alice from the Brady Bunch.
Well, here's the digital equity. It expands broadband.
The
community-
bipartisan infrastructure bill includes the Digital Equity Act that expands broadband communities that lack internet connectivity due to poverty, lack of infrastructure, or status as a rural community. Most rural communities are farmers.
Yeah.
It ain't poor people.
Yeah, well, even if they, I mean, there might be some poor people out there, but
Where? Where's their poor people?
I mean, who doesn't? I mean, don't they have internet on their Obama phones out there? They don't have that anymore.
We don't have 5G everywhere. Verizon is the largest network. When you look at their thing on TV, it's
Yeah.
all red.
They're mad. They're telling
Yeah,
you.
there isn't a single place that doesn't have 5G,
I don't know. Hit them and T-Mobile. They seem to pretty much have it all covered.
except Alaska. Alaska don't have nothing.
Well, maybe that's where we need to get the broadband up to. Well, I mean, what are we pushing the broadband for? Are we going to keep the kids at home so they don't have to walk to school,
I don't know.
and then they could just do their they can just do everything online at school, all the schooling at home?
All right.
Last part is crypto stuff. I don't know if you want to get into that.
I don't want to get into crypto. I don't understand it. It doesn't
Oh, all right.
means nothing to me, crypto. Crypto shipto. God damn it, man.
What's the matter?
Thanks to have really good eyes.
Newly released analysis. Go ahead.
Good eyes. All right. A newly released analysis of Biden's budget finds that plans to increase the state and local tax salt deduction cap from its current $10,000 to $80,000 would effectively amount to $625 billion tax for the wealthiest of Americans living in the blue states.
But he's for both sides. He's the uniter.
The analysis reveals that a household making $1 million per year will receive 10 times as much SALT cap relief as a middle-class family will receive from the child tax credit. So what are you saying?
That a person making $1 million is going to receive 10 times as much of the $625 billion tax.
Credit or tax?
Tax.
Tax
They're
credit.
taking this tax and applying it to that.
I don't get it.
All right. Keep reading. Or don't read.
I don't get that one. I'm too stupid to make up my own mind. All right. What's this guy?
He's talking about how this infrastructure bill hurts the African American community.
Okay. Okay, playa. Let's listen to that.
All right. Let's go.
Their view is that their new priorities are going to go first. The green agenda is far more exciting and valuable than the real concerns of Americans who would just like to be able to go out, look in neighborhoods, and find housing that they and their families can afford. Instead, this new green agenda is going to dramatically do one of two things: make housing costs unaffordable for Black households, or reward the elites in our communities, wealthy individuals who prefer these kinds of provisions with subsidies that all the rest of us will have to pay. There is a proposed provision that is saying you can get up to 82 grand in housing subsidies if you make up to $200,000. Most American households in America don't know what a $200,000 household income looks like, and they wonder how a plan for affordable housing is including people in this elite income group. Building Back Bad doesn't actually help Black America, doesn't help the working class, and all it does is repeat the failed programs that have never worked, can never work, and are done so often in the name of, quote, helping Blacks and poor people and minorities generally. We urge the rejection of Building Back Bad.
Amen, brother. Amen. It's building back bad. You know, and it's always about, you know, helping the Black people, but they just shaft them. They give them the shaft every time.
No, I know, and that's kind of what we were talking about a couple weeks ago, where, like, you know, you keep on, you know, who are you funding? I mean, and you guys keep, you know, everybody's. I mean, I don't care. I don't care what anybody says. Nobody voted for this guy. But you know, if you're voting for him because he's going to help you out, when clearly he's not doing it, he hasn't done it, and he's not worried about it.
It's just
Every-
nobody's helping anybody. That's the sad part.
Well, yeah, well, we're all getting left behind.
Well, forget me, but
Did you get the cigarette?
What?
cigarettes.
The leaves today.
Yeah, they're in the
Clean
leaves.
them up?
Yeah. What?
Are you flicking your butts on the? Is she flicking her butts out there? Biden blames rising gas prices on anti-consumer behavior from oil companies. Industry fires back. So yeah, Biden was blaming. He was blaming the. What was he blaming? He was blaming OPEC. Well, that too. But he was blaming that we have too much money because of COVID. We were saving too much money, and now I have this abundance of money, and we're all spending it now, creating this shortage, this supply.
So it wasn't because he shut down a pipeline? And all that stuff?
No. It's about
That's got nothing to do with it?
it's COVID, and we saved a lot of money, and now we're spending it.
Spending it where?
Bullshit on stuff that's not in the supply chain.
I don't understand.
I don't understand either.
Well, what are we spending it on? Because it doesn't make sense with the whole
Hola.
with the well, I mean, so because we're spending the money, that's why they boosted up the gas prices and stuff like that.
Well, there's less supply.
I guess.
Yeah, but it's no sugar one. What's my favorite?
All right, what do you got?
Oh my god.
Not that.
Wait, what's your favorite?
Not that.
Not that.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it?
Is it tough for a left-handed person to work a computer?
Yeah, sweet baby Ruth.
It sure looks
Sweet
like
baby's
it.
probably the sugar.
I don't know.
Well, you left click everything.
Oh, I don't know. What am I supposed to do? Right click?
I know. I right click it. Well, it's right click because it's right for me, but it's left click.
I don't know, bro.
What am I doing?
So we're going back to the money and the bill
Oh my god, it's
because people need to be aware.
They don't care.
Oh, they don't. All right, well then we don't. Need
It's
to
not
know.
hard to find things in this 2,135-page document, and that is exactly what the Democrats have tried to do in their new spending bill. They made it hard to find.
Yeah.
It has already been quite a fight for the Biden administration to get Democrats to back the $1.75 trillion bill. And by the way, the CBO is scored it as a $4.9 trillion bill.
Yeah.
There was a disagreement over the timing of the bill and its relation to the rest of the president's Build Back Bad plan. Now the discovery of a provision tucked on page 1647 may cause even more disagreement over legislation. This provision would end the requirement of a social security number
Listen up.
in order to get tax credits.
Child tax credits.
Child tax credits. This would mean that billions of dollars will be doled out in child tax to credit to just about anyone. Illegal immigrants will be able to claim child tax credits with this new provision. And that is the plan.
Yes.
Clearly the plan.
Got to give them money.
We want to pay because they have to
Get 'em
live
money.
and survive. I mean,
I know.
you send them over here and you release them to all these
Red, blue states.
to any state in these communities, and they can't survive. So you got to pay them. So
Yeah.
that's what they're going to do.
I mean, the government's already funding everybody just giving money to everybody that's out there, whether they have the child tax credit or not. I mean, people are getting money.
No credit shall be allowed under this section to a taxpayer with respect to any qualifying child unless the taxpayer includes the name and taxpayer identification number of such qualifying child. Current law regarding child tax credits stipulates.
You can
Stephen Karamoto.
paraphrase.
I can't paraphrase. I'm drinking too much. A researcher with the Center for Immigration Studies told Fox News, he told Fox News he's obviously a white supremacist.
Right.
He estimates that repealing this requirement could lead to about an extra $2.3 billion in payouts to illegal immigrants for child tax credits. And that's the other thing about this bill. The reason why it scored so high by the CBO, Congressional Business Office, is because the government doesn't ratchet backwards.
Yeah.
Once it clicks in,
Yeah.
you can't go back. So all this stuff that they're implementing will never be able to turn back because once you get people hooked on this stuff,
Well, even
you
like,
can't take it from them.
but even like this, like could lead to about an extra. So that's what's going on. Like all this stuff was falling into, well, it could be this, but it also, I mean, if everybody starts, I mean, if all these people are starting, like when you were claiming your kids, you couldn't just say, I have 7 kids,
Right.
but now you can.
Right.
With this goes through, now you can.
Wait a minute. So I can now. I don't need a social security number.
If this goes through, yes.
So I can just claim kids.
I'm guessing.
Trey, we have 25 kids.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what it's kind of saying. Like you're gonna.
How stupid is that?
Well, I don't know how that's. I mean, the bill reads funny. That's what the guy's trying to say. Like, and it's not just for illegal immigrants, but the thing is that if they don't have to have a social security number, which illegal immigrants don't have when they're here, they can just be like, oh, well, listen, I'm Jorge Ventura, or I'm from Haiti, and I got 5 kids with me. When you really just live by yourself,
So
who's tracking down those 5 kids?
I'm gonna adopt Consuelo.
Well, the census said you only live by yourself. Well, that was before this tax credit came into play. So I guess we all, maybe not just illegal immigrants, but we should all start checking into this. And maybe I just had 2 children this year. I had twins.
What do you call a Mexican girl with no arms and no legs?
I don't know, man.
Consuelo.
Whatever. What do you call a guy in the ocean with no arms and no legs?
Bob.
Oh, very good. We're jokes now?
Yeah, what do you call a guy with no arms and no legs at the front door?
Matt?
Matt.
Got no arms and no legs on the wall? Art?
Art. What about the twins with no arms and no legs?
I don't know.
Kurt and Rod. They might be a gay duo. Gay duo.
Yeah,
An ambiguously gay duo.
Couldn't just finish strong. You had to.
I just finished strong.
That was finishing strong.
That was it. All right, man. We got to roll.
All right.
Jeffrey. What's up, brother?
Thanks,
All right.
everybody.
Yeah, we got to go. Enjoy your weekend, everyone.
Like, subscribe, and share.
And
share as much as you can.
And share. I got a shout out to some friends. We had some dinner last night with a couple of friends.
Love the comments.
Yeah, Chris and Jenny. We're going to have you on soon.
Can't wait. What? Do you have something to talk about?
No.
Dipshit? We're not supposed to say their names?
No. Orange Men out. GoPro, stop recording.
Bye.